Yo, 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 welcome to the
Hey
show.
y'all, what is up? Happy Friday. It's Friday, February 16th. Feel like I say that word kind of weird. February. I don't know. Probably my accent. It's 5:05 p.m. Eastern and we're making a video. We're going to talk about our Roth IRA today, our individual retirement account. Our performance over these time frames or investments over here or ETFs and stock and kind of just what we've been doing in our Roth, how much we have until we max it, and also got our little spreadsheet here. We can see how I've been contributing and all that good stuff. Oh, and also our dividends. That's pretty cool. So, first of all, we're down on the day wickedly. Actually, it's not that bad. It's 0.61%. It's crazy how when your portfolio gets larger, like these numbers get crazy. But I mean, really, what you should be focusing on is the percentage, obviously. Because if I had a $6 million portfolio, I would have lost what 40,000 today. I would have been down $40,000. So it's really just a size of scaling. Anyways, we're down on the day. Even after hours, we're down. On the week, we should be up. The markets have been doing pretty good. Oh, well, we're still down on the week. We're down only 26 bucks, 0.4%. On the month, we are actually up. 1 month, we're up 4.25%. 270 bucks. 3 months, wow, that's a beautiful graph. Almost 9.5%, $570. Year to date, we're up almost 3%. 1 year, which is pretty much the life of my account. We are, well, it's more than the life of my account. We're up almost 11%, 10.7%, $637. Hopefully, the markets keep doing how they're doing. Or honestly, if they don't, it's probably better so I can buy at cheaper prices. But it's just that I just look at this number here. If we keep or 10%, by the time we're at a 5-digit portfolio, we would have already been up over $1,000, which is just wild. Of course, this is my Roth, so this is money that I'm not really gonna be spending or using or touching really for the next couple decades. But it's kind of just future proofing our life in a sense, or financial life in a sense. So that's why we invest. You can see our max is not quite here as yet. We're still $550 until we are able to max. I wish they explicitly showed that it was 6,500 here, but I guess the value that really is important is really just this constantly changing until max value. But the max for 2023 was, well, still is or was $6,500. But of course, that bleeds into the and until the end of the tax season, I believe. So until like around April or so, I'll no longer be able to contribute to 2023. Haven't touched anything for 24 as yet. $7,000. They did raise the max by $500. Pretty good. Just means you gotta invest more, which the more you invest now is the more you will have in the future. These are my holdings. We got the SPY, VTI, VHT, which is Vanguard's like healthcare ETF, QQQ, SCHD, SPY, the dividend the version of SPY, I guess, and Ford here. Crazy to see that we're at 60 shares of Ford. You can see all my equity in these holdings. SPY is definitely, and hopefully continues like that. Well, SPY and SCHD are my largest holdings. SPY has grown like tremendously. Let's go to total return. We're up 11%, 11.33% on the SPY. And the QQQ is just a beast. I mean, tech stocks have been doing crazy good, so that definitely makes sense. SCHD, not much of a grower, but I've been getting dividends from SCHD. I think my last dividend, I will go over the dividends, but just add the dividends onto that. It's nowhere close to SPY or even definitely not QQQ in terms of growth, but it's just it's more dividend focused, and of course the idea is more or less correct where dividend paying stocks don't grow as fast as growth stocks or stocks that don't pay a dividend. They're more intended to grow, if that makes sense. We're down on Ford today, but still $51. We're up 7.5%, let's say. Just slowly creeping up to the 50 share mark or to the 100 share mark where we can start selling um, options against our 100 shares. I feel like when I get to 100 shares, I might stop buying Ford. Not quite sure. Then they do pay a nice dividend, 15 cents a share. So uh, if I have no more plans to buy Ford, I'd be getting that's what like I don't know, y'all. Do the math. That's a good chunk of dividend. One share is 15 cents, so 100 shares would be $15, and 60 shares would be like 60% of $15, which is $9. So I guess we're gonna be getting $9 in dividends from Ford, at least $9 at some point, because they just had their ex dividend day. But yeah, those are my holdings. Really playing it safe in my Roth IRA. The only thing that I would say is risky, honestly, is Ford, and I just wanted. This is like my devil's delight, if that makes sense. It's just something to spice things up. Otherwise, I'm buying these things, you know. Definitely looking into some more options though. I do like the idea of keeping this very ETF heavy instead of individual stocks. So I am looking into some more ETFs that I could add. A lot of these ETFs do overlap in terms of their holdings, which I don't think is the biggest problem in the world. I think if the theoretical top 10 holdings are consistent, and you know that like that those are the companies that are doing good, then you're not losing. We're pulling your portfolio up, and of course the 90 other companies, whatever they are, you know, kind of like hedging you in a sense. If that, I don't know if that makes sense, y'all, but I just like ETFs. It makes the job so much easier. But those are my holdings, honestly. We can look at our investing thing here. If my computer loads this, or Roth IRA, just to see a graphical look of everything. And actually, this is a really nice table. I should probably start using this view. You can see how many shares we have of everything. Even though we have 60 shares of Ford, we have 19 shares of SPY D or SPY Dividends, High Dividend ETF, and 22 shares of SCHD. This is crazy to me. Like, it's just 22 shares, but it's just, I can't believe I have that many shares of SCHD. Absolutely crazy. Just 3 shares of SPY. But one day I'll have 22 shares of SPY, and then 60, and then, you know, and then I'm gonna have 100 shares, and then I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna sell calls against them. Uh, this is what our pie looks like. I like the pie because it really does. I just love graphical representations. It shows clearly how my portfolio is divided. SCHD, it's almost a clean 25%. SPY, almost a clean 25%. Then we have QQQ. Like, our top three holdings are just beautiful right there. SPY D, love that as well. Ford, eventually I do want Ford to be my smallest holding. So when I stop buying shares of Ford, of course, the portfolio theoretically would grow, and Ford would eventually look like that. But I'm loving what I'm doing so far. Uh, Definitely enjoy it. Yeah, that's how it looks in Robinhood, y'all. Biggest return is from Spot. I guess we went over this already, and we're up on everything, which is just absolutely crazy. But yeah, let's look at this right now. So, another graphical representation which I love is this one. Every time I deposit some money into my Roth IRA, I see that little pie chart get a little bit, you know, like the red gets a little bit smaller. Love that. Uh, and then within the next, like I said, week and a half, we should have a completely green chart, and I'm really looking forward to that. So now we just have theoretically three. deposits to make. $550 is what we have remaining. And I'm planning on doing 200, 200, 150. Usually I do like a Tuesday, Thursday deposit. So I'll probably just put 400 in on Monday. I believe the markets will be closed though. Get that divvied up between Tuesday the 20th and Friday the 23rd. And then the last 150 on the 27th. And that's it. This is for my new set of investments. I'm not sure if these are the tickers I will be going for, but of course I will keep you guys updated on that. Really just keeping myself. But whoever watches these videos, you will know what I'll be investing in for sure. So we love to see this. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah. So we always invest in the SPY, like 20% of or deposits. This is how I've been dividing it. 20% into SPY, 20% SCHD, 15 QQQ, 15 SPY D, 15 VTI, and 15% for Ford. And pretty much just been doing 250, 150. It's back and forth between those. I started going a little bit heavier because I did want to max it like kind of soon before like the actual theoretical deadline. I just want to get it over with. Um, but yeah, we just see how it goes, really. And we can even look at our dividends. So, like I was saying, SCHD wasn't up as probably some of the other big players, but like we got $13 in dividends from SCHD. Well, we got $18 in dividends from SCHD last year. The total for last year, the during the total lifetime of the account. So add $18 to whatever we had as a return. Was it 51? So we're looking at like $70 total there. Um, yeah, dividends, love that. Of course, I put it right back into SCHD. In my Roth IRA, dividends will. I'm planning to always have my dividends just reinvest because I think I buy quality stocks. Like I don't mind rebuying those things, except for maybe Ford. Ford is the question mark right there. But yeah, in total we have gotten what's that 32 plus 7. Let's just say we've gotten like $40 in dividends. Does this thing do that? Oh yeah, it does do that. So almost $40, 39.45 in dividends, and I think that reflects onto the total return. I oh, clicked on the wrong thing. Y'all see how slow my computer is. Yeah, I think that should be reflected in this value right here. I'm not sure how Robinhood does it, but yeah, that's how we're sitting, y'all. And then just the last thing, like I love the graphs or Roth IRA dividends, but graphical. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, so tiny. So not that tiny. Come on. All right, so this is our dividends that we've been paid so far. This is when we started last. Our first dividend was September 2023. Green is 23, blue 24. So got something in September, October. Big, look at that boy in December. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Oh, you can notice we're missing November, which makes me. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's a Roth IRA. I'm not like taking the money out and using it for anything, but it makes me want to add something for like a monthly payer, maybe realty income or main. I'm not sure. Not sure as yet. Or if I can find a quality ETF that does pay on this second quarter. It's always hard to find one because I'm getting no payments for February, nor May, nor August. Yeah, those quarters, it's definitely a miss because everything pays in the other two quarters. So might get a monthly pair to sprinkle in there. Not sure yet. If you guys have any recommendations, honestly, for a quality November paying ETF, I swear I've tried searching, couldn't find any. Um, Yeah, please do let me know. But besides that, we have already received some dividends for January. I think this was just from the SPY. I want to say, oh no, wait, I can just look right here. So $2.15 from QQQ and then 478 from SPY. So yeah, we're doing good. Of course, this the next payment we're getting in March should be a pretty decent, Well, actually, I don't know what's paying in March, but oh wait, yeah, March should be a good one. This was December, and that corresponds to March. Probably not as big. Let's see. Let's see. It would be nice to have this just shoot all the way up, but yeah. This is our cumulative dividends. You can see we just want to see the new line be potentially steeper, but definitely higher than the previous line. So that's how the Roth IRA is looking, y'all. I mean, we're just growing it slow, steady contributions, investing in the same thing, sticking to our rules. Really, if the markets are up, we invest, and if the markets are down, we invest. Just stick with the guns, stay consistent, and one day we'll get there. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was probably a long video. I felt like I rambled, but not really at the same time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do videos like this every month, like the middle of every month on my Roth IRA. So if you want to stay in touch, watch those videos, see monthly updates, consider subscribing or at least liking so that the next one might show up on your YouTube. Um, Peace out, y'all. Happy Friday and have a happy weekend. Peace.